Don't ever date me.
Leave Onision, he's abusive.
Tell you that you're being stupid a lot. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Refusing to communicate. Check.
Sometimes when I'm really upset, I'll say leave me
Sometimes.
I'll say leave me alone.
Kale and cheese or something, I don't know.
All right, everyone, Greg has an idea, so I wanted to share this with you on what ideas I hear every day.
I'm gonna go upstairs, I'm gonna turn on you now. I'm gonna make a bunch of grunting noises, and then I'm gonna slowly cover myself in blood, and then I'm gonna cut the stream.
And then in about 10 minutes, everybody's gonna start asking me if I'm dead. Okay, so I
You're
just
the same
finished.
person as you've always been.
Yes, you I am.
Oh my
Where are we going?
I don't like it.
I do.
I don't like it.
It's just like our relationship summed up. Hey guys.
Babe!
Welcome to
Him shaving girls' heads. Did he ever do that to you?
No, but he wanted to.
He wanted to. And what's the purpose of this?
I mean, he told me it was to be able to be forgiven, to like prove that I like love them.
I hope you're happy. You completely destroyed all of my pride. You told me to get a tattoo saying I'm a liar, like a tramp stamp. You told me to shave my head. You told me to dye my hair green, shave off my eyebrows, and get an ugly tan. Like, is that not abusive to you? Do you think that's a fair
Any way for me to support myself? I have nothing. You have destroyed me.
Can you take a step back?
No.
Hey, if you shave your own head, please do so on camera and post it as a video response below. I'd love to see what you guys can do. Thank you.
Because you have such beautiful eyes and they're so easy to look at, and don't interrupt me again. I really like how dependent you are on me. It makes me feel needed. Like how rarely you can complete a video without me talking 90% of the time. What Lainey likes about, please, I'm trying to work here.
You popped my shoulder.
Now what Lainey likes about this,
What do you hate about me?
That you're mean.
That's fair.
And you call me names.
Yep, I'm very
I
mean.
go in there and sure enough, it's positive, and I was shook. So shook. I was like, what? This makes no sense. So I was like freaking out. I went and told Greg. Greg's response is, congratulations, do you want a hug? I was like, you realize this is like your child too. Like we are not.
It ain't no secret, okay? I talk about you all the time because
Who fucking?
Primarily because I didn't call an ambulance when she was going through what she went through. In fact, she's still going through it. But the reason I didn't call an ambulance is because I wouldn't want someone to call an ambulance on me if I lost my memory. I don't see what doctors are going to do to help Shiloh because we know what triggers her memory loss, and that's severe stress. So if we avoid severe stress, I believe it.
Hi.
Look at this. Look at this. Hey, calm down. You're in my house, okay?
Why?
No. It's okay. It's okay. Look, I'll show you.
We had sex about 8 times a day sometimes. I was getting frequent UTIs and in pain a lot. I thought that was normal too. This was my first sex life per se. So I just thought this is what's normal. This is how adults do things. He also had somehow found the time to masturbate in between those times, which was really confusing. I do believe that he's a sex addict, to be honest.
Was this about love, lust, or was it about control?
I think both.
Online, right?
Not
No one will ever know how much I abuse you. It's ridiculous that you think you'll be successful. How many times do I have to tell you everything that you want to put online goes through me first? Want some candy corn?
Thanks for watching, guys.
Hey, open your mouth. Open your mouth. Open your mouth.
No, Greg, I don't want any.
Open your mouth.
I don't want any, Greg. Ow! Ow, that one really hurt. Greg, I'm wearing
That
shorts.
candy cord hurt. That candy cord really hurt, Greg. Oh, that candy corn was like a razor blade. Guess who got divorced recently? Who? Onision divorced his stupid, ugly, skank wife.
I was coughing, like up at night, just coughing my lungs out. He sits up and he looks at me and goes, "Can you stop?" And I'm like, "Bro, I have literal pneumonia." That's just the tip of the iceberg. One time I went in and asked him to do something. Ooh, I just thought of another thing. I went in and asked him to do something for me and he like wasn't responding, and I was like, "Dude, I need you to do this." And he's like, "Well, I'm sorry, we can't all be fucking perfect like you, can we, Lainey?" And I'm like, "What?"
You don't think that's hard for me? I had to watch you go through it. You don't know how that does a lot to me emotionally.
This was an actual conversation we had once.
I have to experience all of your...
This was a literal actual conversation we had one time.
I still have to hear you every day.
When he told me my pregnancy was hard on him. Beauty bot.
Hi guys.
It was open in December.
I'm also wearing winter clothes.
So am I.
But mine are actually efficient because I'm a better human.
That, my friends, is called narcissism.
I'm trying to freak you out with like the weirdest things I can think of, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm down."
I
you
have
freak.
been married to you for 7 years, dude.
Yeah, but I ain't that
not
freaky.
much
I ain't that
startles
freaky.
me.
What's up with Lainey's neck? You probably know.
It's fucked up. Ignore my face. That's my own fault. That is not the same thing. But I look like I was attacked by a bear, and I kind of was.
We've gotten to a point where we turn into demons sometimes.
We do weird introductions on this channel.
Yeah, like me in relationships, I'm like, "Hi, nice to meet you. Let's get married."
Yep, that's true.
It's called being psychotic.
Yeah, solid 8.
But Greg, what if she's 15 years old?
Well, last time I checked, we're allowed to have opinions about people.
Bring up the age of consent in my state being 16. But firstly, I'm pretty sure there's some standard that actually makes it still illegal for a 31-year-old like myself to be with a 16-year-old. Well, Onision, you've dated 2 17-year-old girls before. So that must mean that you're magically into 16-year-olds now. Guess what, Chuck? I haven't dated a 17-year-old since I was in my 20s.
I've never yelled at my child, you know? I've never tried to hurt them or make them feel like they're worthless or anything like that.
Them having 2 little kids in that house.
I fear for those kids. When I used to video chat or like on the call with Kai, there was times when I hear Onision yelling and screaming in the background, and a part of me just prayed that it was just
They're not as sweet as I thought they would be. They're actually not as sweet as I thought they would be.
Onision and Kai's young daughter fell from a 2nd-story bedroom window, landing in the driveway. Now, no one wants to see a child injured, especially me, who spent much of his career protecting children. But it highlights some very disturbing questions about what's been going on inside that home. So now we understand from the report that both Greg, Onision, James, and Kai were interviewed. One investigator noted that it was, quote, strange that Onision actually took video of the child suffering in the driveway, then panned up to the window from where that child apparently fell. There are many other strange things about this report and Onision's behavior. We'll be digging into all of those, and attorney Mike Morse and I will have much to
fantasize about people dying.
I used to do that. I was
the ranch now. Okay. This is fun. You're fun. You're the best. You're way better than Tim over there. Fucking worthless dummy.